Okay, so we should be good to go now.
Nice. Okay, great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new IntelliScan. We're gonna do everything from the beginning. Okay. So first, I'm going to delete the other one that we have had done. All right. And now I want you to come over here to your market tree and click over it. And then we're going to go to the US stocks, right click, and add to IntelliScan.
Okay. So
And you're going
basically,
to do the
basically
same
you okay. So let me just make sure you're teaching me how to add things into IntelliScan, right?
into IntelliScan. Yeah.
Got you.
Um, yeah, but we had already had set it up. So it's already saved as default with all of these other things. But usually when it comes up, it comes up only until here. And then we're going to be adding the indicators, right?
Right.
But I want you to go back and add your ETF and your futures.
Okay. Add to IntelliScan.
IntelliScan, yes. And let's do that again, just so we can get some practice. They'll make it really fun. We'll be able to see all of the different opportunities that the markets have to offer us. Um, so right here we have the U.S. stocks and the ETFs. Go back to your market tree over here. And then you can add the Canadian stocks or whichever you like.
Let us add
All of
foreign.
the markets read the charts read exactly the same everywhere. So that's why using Vantage Point is going to be so beneficial for you if you want to diversify and start to trade on other things. But that's what my most successful customers do. Yeah. So they just look for those opportunities, those money-making opportunities. So perfect. So now we have added U.S. ETFs, forex, and futures to the IntelliScan, and we have 1,224. And with the setup that we had, now it's displaying 31 that are in an uptrend that have been going up for less than or equal to 3 days. This the close price, the volume. So with the close price, we have different options here. So you can set a price, and if you click on this equal sign, it'll give you different options. Less than or equal to is the one that I use the most. But because you have futures, you have the contract price, so it's going to be a little different. So just for this example, we're going to leave that open. The way we're just aware of how much it is. Okay?
So leave it as is.
As what it is, yes. So if we leave it blank, we'll be able just to simply look at it. Because if you see over here, you have the future contract price as well. So if we change it to less than or equal to, going to eliminate other ones. You can do that, and then it's going to show you the ones that are less than or equal to $45. And it'll show you forex and the ETFs and the stocks. And over here on your category, you can see where they're located. So they're easier to find. To then after do the confirmation of the market that I'll be showing you as well. So then we added the neural strength direction, the neural strength days, and the RSIs from your indicator tab, which you found also the close price, and you can add all of these ones to your IntelliScan by clicking on that plus sign on the left side of it. So we have price indicators, you have predictive indicators. A lot of them are already on your IntelliScan and on your chart. And then the last section you have is the intelligence.
So question how
So
do
which
I
we
know
added.
here's my question. How do I know which one I have already added? Which indicator that I have already added? Does it give you like a different color that hey that you have already added this? It doesn't show up there, or that's something
Uh,
like I have to make a
no,
list?
but you'll get used to them. So we already have the short-term direction, the predicted trading range. All of these indicators came from your IntelliScan. So it's not going to double add it. If you click on it and it doesn't add it to your IntelliScan, you already have it. And if you want to learn more about that indicator to know what it does, you just simply come to your help center here,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and then you click on help,
Okay.
and then uh, over here is you have the content. So basically, what is in your manual, like how to do things, how to read the indicators, the basic indicators, and it'll show you the indicators for price and predictive. And then in your index, you can write in a search for the indicator's name. So you can write RSI, and it'll bring up everything about RSI that you need to know, and how to use it, and how to read the trend direction, and so on. And you can do that for all of your tools, all of your indicators. So that way, when you have some time to play with it, you can explore them. But over here, we already have the volume, the neural strength direction, and the days, and the RSI trend, and the RSI. Do you do this by yourself yesterday?
I know I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay, so you found this RSI, or however it got there, from your technical indicators. Down here, you have on your technical indicators, you have a MACD, RSI, and stochastics, and PSI.
Okay.
And the RSI is the relative strength index indicator, and that one is going to be showing you if it's overbought or oversold.
Okay.
And you put a less than or equal to 70, so that is correct, because the 70 over the 70 mark is going to be overbought, and under the 30 mark is going to be oversold. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to do open chart. I'm going to look at this opportunities. And first, let's analyze this opportunity based on the indications that we know. We have a crossover here, right? The blue line is crossing over the black line, so it's showing the change in the direction of that trend. And then your neural index is green, but your differences are not all pointed up. You were missing that. And allow me, I'm just going to zoom in. Okay. We have talked about on our differences, we want to see space, direction, and order, right? How we want to see them is all pointing up, going in the same direction, having space between each other because the space represents momentum, and in order. So your short difference is predicting 1 day ahead, your medium difference, which is the pink line, predicting 2 days ahead, and your long difference, which is the blue navy line, is predicting 3 days ahead.
I'm really liking that you're putting all this great information so I can review it great.
Yes, I thought that was what you wanted,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
you can look at it when it. Okay,
Yes.
good, awesome. I'm glad. I'm here to help you. So however we can do it, we'll work together. So over here, we don't see that on this particular example. So this will be something that we would like to eliminate. Okay, so we're going to start doing the process of elimination. So we'll come and X out of it and go to the next chart. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in and you're going to tell me what you see, okay?
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so it's an uptrend, and on a short day, the neural index shows it's uptrend right now because yesterday was, green day. We can see the green right here. Then that's the neural index right here, right? Then on the short day, on the bottom, the trend is up. 2 days, the medium, the trend is up, and that one is trend is up. Now between the 3 and a 2 day, it's not a whole lot of space, but it's still a little bit of space.
So this will be maybe something that we would like to put on our watch list. And then at the last indication, it'll be the predicted high, predicted low that I didn't show it in the other one. But your predicted high and predicted low, you want to see it higher highs and higher lows. To confirm, you just add in layers of confirmation. So you can know that this trend is going to catch that momentum. So because we're missing here just this last one that we would like it to be pointing more up, your long difference, maybe we can save this in the watch list, right? So we can watch it at the end of the day, see what the prediction at the end of the day is, and if the line accommodates themselves and you're able to see more of like an upward movement on your long term, maybe this will be a good opportunity. So to save a portfolio, we're going to come over here. So come and click on the portfolio tab.
You want me to go to portfolio, okay?
Yes. And click save as. Okay. And I'm just going to list this other one, but we are going to name it my watch list. Because these are going to be the opportunities we're going to look at. So go ahead and name.
Okay. My watch list.
Perfect. Save, and now we have saved the portfolio, and you'll see the name of your watch list right there. And you can save as many portfolios as you want. That's going to be for your.
I don't see my watch list.
That is because you're opening your
other ones.
Again. If you open, yeah, it's gotta go in the portfolio, open portfolio, and then right, energy and my watch list. But it's already open. Oh, okay. It was already open, but you can reopen it. You can either click on your watch list right there. And
it will just refresh, right?
Yeah, it was just refreshed. There was no changes made to it.
Now let's say if I wanted to add some of these marks or some of these studies like myself, my notes on there, will it save that for me or no?
Your notes?
Yeah, let's say if I decide to put, you see my cursor moving? Let's say if I decide to put 2, 3, 1 right here, is there a way I can save it if I want to come back and look at it later on?
No, I wouldn't save numbers. There's no way to like write over it. But if you do like lines, like if you make a line like this, or like you're doing your lines of resistance and support, and you want to save something like this, yeah, you just have to come to portfolio and do save portfolio, and that will save the changes that you made.
Okay.
Then we have the IntelliScan here that has all of our futures, our ETFs, our US stocks, and the Forex, right? And we're going to save this because this is just going to simply update for you and display for you every day the ones that meet the criteria. So come over here to your IntelliScan, click over it, and we're going to do Save As well. And we're going to name it with what we have in it. So name it Forex, ETF, futures, US stock.
Go ahead and you type it because there was a lot of the names.
Okay. Okay, so now we have saved it. So now you don't have to keep creating more IntelliScans. If you want to look at these four of them together, what are the opportunities that you're going to be able to find there are always going to be available for you here. But then you can create as many IntelliScans as you want with individuals or just with one sector. If you only want to see the opportunities on basic materials or only on energy, you can do that as well, right? Click over it and you do add to IntelliScan. But you want to make sure that you don't have any other IntelliScans open. So you close the IntelliScan before you do that, and then you'll create another one. And you can create as many as you want, and you can add other charts to your watch list. So
Yeah, once I have once I have like 15 markets or something, I'm not gonna be able to see none of this other information, right? The IntelliScan.
I'm sorry.
Because I only signed up for 12 or 15 markets, right? So after the trial period, I'm not gonna be able to see everything, right? Even if whatever I have on the IntelliScan, it will only show me what I have on my list. Am I correct?
Yes, you have 12 futures. You only have 12 futures at the moment. But if you're interested on expanding and diversifying, you just explore and look at what you want to do, and then you just make your wish list of the other ones that you want. So we can talk about making you a good package deal before your registration. That way you're not so limited in the views. Because yes, you're correct. You will only be able to look at 12 out of the 54 futures that we have.
Okay, okay, got you.
So you can make your wish list. Okay, now let's look at this other chart. So we're going to zoom in, and you're going to tell me what you see.
Okay, so on a short term, the neural index shows that it's a long trend. The blue line is crossing over the black line. So that's a caution indication there that
It's a representation of a change on the trend's direction. So it starts to trend up.
okay. So anytime blue line crosses over the black line, so that means it started to going up, right?
Or
Because
down, depending on the direction.
yeah, last time if we see right here, that's what had happened when it crosses over, it was going up.
Yes, but then it crossed down here and it crossed going down, and then the shading change.
Yes.
So wherever it crosses, depending on the direction, and you want to see the neural index confirming that direction. So if it's going up, it's going to be green. If it's going down, it's going to be red, as we see here.
Okay.
So that's the correlation we want to see to have that confirmation.
Okay.
Okay, and so then what do we see down here differences?
Well, I see the 1 day, 2 day, and at 3-day they're all pointing up, but there is no space in between. They're like kissing each other, I would say that literally. And black line,
Correct.
I think so that's just like an average, right? That's just an average line, right? It's right above the average little bit. Explain me, you explain me.
Where?
Right here. This black line right here. You see this little black line right
Oh,
down here?
it's that's just the zero line that is representing that big black line right here.
Okay.
So
So black line is a
yeah,
flat
it's
line.
just
It's just showing an average,
mhm,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, correct. So this one wouldn't be too much of a good opportunity. We don't have any space on our differences, so we're going to eliminate it. Go to the next one.
Now, how can is there a setting in there where we can set it up where we only want to see where everything is uptrend, where there is a good opportunity, the healthy
Well,
opportunity?
all of these ones are opportunities, but no, you have to look at it
Okay. In other words, we can't tweak it.
manually.
Yeah, we can't tweak it and see
But you're,
for ourselves, whether it's worth it or
yeah.
not.
Oh, yes, exactly. So you have to, the telescan will narrow it down to the ones that are actually on an uptrend. So all of these ones are crossing over, are in an uptrend. A lot of our indications are agreeing with each other. If this opportunity has space, just had a crossover, your neural index is red, it's negative, almost all of the indications. The only thing that I would change, it will be this the long term, which probably at the end of the day, when the prediction comes out for tomorrow, that's going to be positioned better because it just crossed over. See that? So, but all of them are starting to point up. They have space between each other, and all of our other indications agree with each other. And as soon as you start getting comfortable with this, it's only going to take you like literally a matter of seconds. All of my traders do this. They barely look through them. I do it every day, and after you start looking at them, you'll know. You'll look at your differences, and you'll look at all of your focus is going to be on this side when you first look at a chart to first analyze it. So just a couple of seconds, look at it. If it looks good, qualify. If not, move to the next one. So then, after we find this opportunity and we qualify it, we're going to come to your predicted high and predicted low. And here, your red line is your predicted high, and your black line is your predicted low.
How did you get that? I know you clicked somewhere. Where did you click that at?
I went to views.
Okay,
So come over here, click on views,
you went to
and
views,
then you'll see predicted high, or you can click on your
F5.
keyboard F5.
Okay.
And then we have the short-term crossover, which is F6, the medium-term crossover.
Short-term crossover is the
That is
first,
for
right?
sure.
That's
Yes.
what we normally see, right?
No, what we normally see is the medium-term crossover. That's going to be your default chart.
Okay.
That's what we were looking at. So that's how we open. And then if you go back there, then you have your long-term crossover. What we're going to be using to monitor is the triple crossover. But go back for me to the predicted high, predicted low, so I can explain that one for you. Okay, so here we are on F5. And the red line is your predicted high, and your black line is your predicted low. And this indicator is going to help you to set your entries and set your stops. So what my most successful customers do is they come over here and they look at this predicted rate. This is just a benchmark that will help you to set your entry. You want to set your entry somewhere slightly above that predicted low. So somewhere in this space. If depending on your trading strategy, you're going to be a little bit more conservative, a little bit more risky, but you want to set your entry up somewhere slightly above that predicted low. Because if you set it under it, you're not going to get filled. And if you set it right at the predicted low, the software will have to be 100% accurate that day for you to get filled. But if you set it slightly above that predicted low, chances are you're going to get filled, and you're going to be using your predicted low as a guide to set your stops somewhere under that predicted low. And as the market moves up, you will adjust your stop up and locking in profit and protecting your money. Okay? So that's how you're going to use the predicted high and predicted low, and then we're going to go to the triple cross. And with this predictive indicator, it's going to allow you to monitor your positions and don't get faked out by the market.
The triple cross, we can also watch, now I see the aqua line, blue line, and the blue line, dark blue line. So that means 1, 2, 3 day. Is that what it is?
That's correct. There's a 1, 2, and 3 day prediction. But the difference between this triple cross and your short differences down here is the amount of days of data that it takes into consideration to make the prediction. So this is their exponential moving average. And for the 1 day, it uses 3 days of data into consideration. For the 2 days, it takes 8 days of data into consideration. And for the 3 day, it takes 18 days of data into consideration. So this is like a GPS for a trader. You get in the highway right here, and your GPS is allowing you to see 3 miles ahead. So you're on the way, and then you get a red candle with a red euro index. Like the trend is starting to come down. If we're looking at our medium term, it looks like a bad day, a really bad day. That might have made you feel that you should get out of your position. But looking at the triple cross, we will see that you have space between your short and your medium term, and there's a lot of space between your medium and your long term, which is representing that that's still an uptrend. This is just a down day. So this triple cross will allow you to catch that trend on its entirety and don't get faked out by the market every time you have a down day. As long as you have space between the lines, it's showing you that it's continuously going on an uptrend, that is just a bad day. So instead of only making money from here to here because you got scared, you would have been looking at this triple cross and still holding on to that position, and now you're coming back up because over here it never crossed over. What we're looking for is for a crossover of all of your lines. So in 33 trading days, and we would have been up here making money, the market has been up 16, 18%. And the indication that we're looking for to get out is going to be the crossover of the line. So like here, when it crossed over to the upside, and I'm going to you see your lines getting all together, becoming basically one, and then crossing over. And you will see that on also to the downside as well. Let me find one that it will show you more definite.
Now, is it better to have an upside trend or a downside trend? What's better?
It's better to buy. It's better to go for an uptrend than short selling. It's a little bit more complicated. So if you're just starting, it'll be good for you just to buy when it comes down to an uptrend. But yeah, basically what right here is going to show us. This is what you're looking for, that crossover So you're gonna see your short term crossing over your medium term, and then you're gonna see it crossing over your long term, and that is your indication to get out. If you're not getting that, and it's just showing you that it's a down day, as we were seeing in the other one, you're not going to get faked out by the market because you're going to be using your triple cross for that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So
Now,
that's how we're going to
is it
monitor.
possible if I want to add more than one indicator on the on a view? Can I add more than one or no?
Yeah, you
No,
can
hold
add
on,
other
like
things.
right here, Let me show you. Maybe, okay, hold on. View, like we have predicted high and low. That's what I'm sorry, actually, I was talking about view. If I want to view two or three of them together, like predicted high and a
No.
triple cross to be together so I can see more information. Could I do that or no?
You can do that by adding it with your indicator. Over here. You can add the triple cross over your predicted high and predicted low. Or then if you have the triple cross, you can add the predicted high and predicted low to the charts. So you have to come over here to your indicators. But yeah, you can add them one top of the other.
Okay, so I can
Hello?
add, okay, so I can add
Oh.
more than one on. Okay, so I will have to manually do it every
Yeah.
time. It won't be saved, right?
Yeah. No. You can save it as a default. If you want all of your charts to be opening like this, you just right click over it and then you save as default, and that will save the changes to all as a default for all of your charts. Yes.
Okay, so right now, what I'm seeing here is predicted high and low, which is that blue, which is the red and the black line, which is right in between, right? We're seeing that,
Yes,
and
correct.
which is
And
basically
then the
this,
triple cross.
which was basically
Mm-hmm.
this. Uh, Hang on.
And then you come over here to the indicators.
Yeah, triple cross was right there. Okay. Now, if I wanted to see predicted high and lows in there, I would simply click on high and low.
Yeah, you're gonna add. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
It's not a package together. I would have to click on it.
No.
Okay. So I see that it added it for me. Okay. And you told me if I
Mm-hmm.
want to save all the charts to look like that, then I would go save as default. Now, what if I just want this particular company all the time to look like this, but not others? How do I save this setting? Could I do that?
Well, you can just come over here to the portfolio and do save portfolio, and it will save the changes on that chart.
Oh, okay, good. See, that's a good question I asked him.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, that was a great question. So yeah, you can do all of these things. You can save your each chart individually. You can make the changes and just simply save the portfolio for that particular one. So yeah, so basically those are the steps that we want to take. What I want you to do is I want you to get really comfortable with this. So that way I can show you exactly how we're going to do the confirmation of the markets, which is going to be another call that is going to take us a little bit like an hour. So I would like for you to block an hour for me, and I'll block an hour for you for Monday.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we do before Monday?
So what?
Can we do it before Monday?
Before Monday? No, I am really, really full for the rest of the week. But I can do it on Monday. Let me see what time.
Also, while you're looking at it, I have another question I want to ask you. So, like, I have
Go
12
ahead.
future, they're gonna give me three more, so I will have 15 markets total. So, if I add US stocks in there, so do I, that 15, so like if I add US stock, is that would be like one market? I will have to physically pick one stock, which one I want. How does that work?
Uh, it will be one sector, and you have already 12 features. I don't know. 1 second. So you have 12 features that you got first, and then you get three sectors. So if, for example, you wanted to add three US stocks, you can each, let me show you right here. So each sector accounts for one. So if you
So like
want
basic
basic
metals, so
materials,
that's
it comes with all of these ones under it. So each one of these ones is one.
okay.
For the US stocks. But for the futures, each of these ones are one. So in the currencies we have, the Australian dollar will be one. The British pound
Oh,
will
so
be
the
another
whole
one.
whole currency won't be one, but on the stocks you said, hang on one second. So
Yes.
let's say on the US stock, if I decide to go to energy sector, the whole energy sector will basically be part of that, right?
Yes, correct.
I got you.
Correct, yeah. So it's the same thing for your ETFs. If you decide that you're going to want to get ETFs, the ETFs also come with all of the options that come under it. Forex are just individuals, so they're a pair. So each one is a pair. As the futures, each market is individual.
On which ones? On the
On the forex and on the futures, each market are their individual market.
okay.
So
So let's say if I
cocoa
go,
will be
yeah,
one, sugar.
I got you. Sugar would be one. Okay, I got you.
Yes,
So
and
all
then
the future,
like
each one particular thing is considered one thing, right?
yeah, it's considered one thing, and they're $1,900 a piece after the initial purchase.
Okay.
So she gave you three for free.
Okay, so that's considered one. On the forex, you told me, so like let's say if I wanted major pairs,
Each one is individual.
each one is including cryptocurrency, right?
It included cryptocurrencies, correct?
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. Now on the what about on the ETFs?
The ETFs, they're by sector. So each sector is going to come with all of the ones that are under the sector, all the options that are under the sector. So the ones that have options like this under them, ETFs, US stocks, or Canadian stocks are going to be by the sector. And then the futures and the forex are going to be individuals.
Okay, so I have to make a
And
okay, future and forex
you
is
can
gonna
make a wish list.
right.
Yeah, you can make a wish list, and if you want other things, I'd be working with you. We can get you a good package deal to add the rest of the things that you want before your registration. And I can see if I can still treat you as a new customer, giving you the best price possible, so you don't have to be limited, and you can have the view of everything that you want.
I got
So make that wish list, and I'll work with you.
you.
And then for Monday, can will it be better morning or afternoon for you?
Mornings are better.
Morning will be better. Okay, 10 a.m. your time.
That would be fine.
Okay, and then I'm going to be blocking an hour for you.
Now, if you
So
don't
we
get
can
me
go
on the
into
first call, please keep on calling, okay?
um,
And can you also send like
right.
a invite calendar through Outlook or something so that way I can put it on my calendar? Do you have that capability?
Let's see.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And before you go, I want to take my next 10 minutes talk about the futures on the energy sector real quick here. Uh,
Okay.
Arbal, I want to take your opinion on that. I want you to tell me what you see here. Now
Okay.
hang on just a second. RBU. Okay, this is
I think I sent you an invite.
so now the the medium is going down and the short is going up. What do you think is happening here?
The short is going sideways, and then the medium and your long term is going up. So here is showing you what's happening today. The price is going kind of down, moving sideways. So, but it's still in an uptrend. It's been on an uptrend since like the 18th, coming up to a crossover yesterday, and it's continuing on an uptrend, but it's just having a sideways day today. Yeah. So are you in this? You holding a position here?
Yeah, yeah, that's the reason I was asking you. So do you think it's a time to probably exit the market, or is should I go long? Should I short? What would you do if you were on my side?
Well, I cannot give you any type of like my opinion on what to do, but I can tell you what the software is telling us. So it's telling us that it's going on an uptrend. It just gave. Were you short here?
Right.
Okay, so you're short. This is already crossing over. If you're short, it's time to exit because it's already crossing over to the upside. That would be the time. You see your triple crossover? This is going to keep increasing. This is a sideways move, but it's starting to trend up, and on your 2 and 3 day prediction, it's showing an uptrend. So if you're short, that will be the most recommendable thing to do.
You should get out now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now
Okay.
let's talk about another one right here. Light sweet. Wow. See that? So what does the software tell us here?
It's the same thing. If you're short here, it's starting to trend up. It just had a crossover. This is moving up, and it's been going up since a little bit now, like the 18th. And the same thing. It's having a flat day today, but it's still on an uptrend. It's possible that it might do something like this, though. I would watch the prediction at the end of the day. I would wait and watch the prediction at the end of the day. If your medium term changes direction, where it starts going sideways, then maybe we can hold on to that. But we just want to be careful, look at it, look at the triple cross. Yeah, your lines are starting to cross over, but you still don't have your medium term crossing over your long term on your triple cross. So I will give it another day and watch it at the end of the day after 6:30 and see how it's looking. If your medium term crosses over the long term, that will be your indication to get out. This one, let me see. With this one, I have the same thing here, though. Your medium term is not quite yet. So I think that for these two, you should give it a day and see what happens, because they were bumpy, and you see what happened here. This one was the one that we were over over here on your medium term was showing like if it went up and it crossed over to the upside, but that never happened on your triple cross. You see that?
Right.
So it might be, it could be something like this. So let's give it another day, and you can and you can see what the prediction shows. If the prediction for tonight comes up and your lines are crossing over, time to get out.
Okay. As per the software, time to get out then. Okay. And if I wanted to see like this light sweet crude oil, what affects like what all affects this market? Like what all do you watch to come up with this prediction? That I think so. The guy showed me properties. He went to properties and it showed like 30 different markets. You guys look at it to.
Yes, great question. So for the light sweet crude oil, you can right click over it in properties. And then here you have the general information. It will take you to a research link. It will give you the information of the contract in the intermarket.
So it's basically these are the
Here,
things.
the 31 markets are taken into consideration, yes.
Now,
For
what
the
percent?
prediction
Yeah,
of light.
what percent of this affects this, or what percent of that? That's you guys don't give that, right? Like, for example, like
No.
our Bob has a good, 30% strength over it because it relates to the crude. You guys don't give that, like what percentage or any
No.
of that. Okay. But
No.
these are the things you are watching to come up with this prediction, whether it's gonna be up or down, right?
Yes. So those are the markets that are taken into consideration. They are connected with each other, but no, the percentage is not there.
Okay. So,
but yeah, that's how you'll be able to find.
So Hershey's, the U.S. dog Hershey's is a chocolate company, so that also has something to do with the crude oil.
Yeah, they use crude oil to cook.
Okay.
To cook the chocolate, so they're probably a really company that buys continuously light sweet crude oil. I don't know the exact connection of it. I'm a software coach, so I know what those are about, but I don't know the technical things about it. Because in management they're not there, so that will be more of a technical question. But
now here's a question. Just I got two more questions. I got 2 minutes. I want to use that. What is the difference between cross pairs and major pairs? I know major pair, like these are like a major things probably. These are the major.
Well, the major pairs are the ones that are paired up with the U.S. dollar, and the cross pairs are the ones that don't have the U.S. dollar. So majors they're paired up with U.S. dollar. That's the difference. So
okay.
That's how you will know if they have U.S. dollar in them and they're like competing versus U.S. dollar. Those will be your major pairs.
Got you.
What's the other question?
I forgot now. But it's okay. I'll write it down and I'll ask you. Let's say if I had put few questions down, and if I wanted to talk to you within this week, I guess I can just email you and ask you if you have 15 minutes or something like that, right?
Yeah, of course. You can email me with any questions or any inconvenience. Just let me know. If you call me, sometimes I'm on the phone, so it'll take me a little bit to call you back. But if you email me, I'll definitely make the time to call you between calls and see if I can answer some quick questions for you, for sure.
Okay.
And like I said, I'll be calling you then on Monday. We'll talk at 10 a.m. your time from 10 to 11, okay?
Okay, and you're gonna send me the Outlook, the calendar, the invite, right?
Already did, yes, sir.
Okay, already did. Okay, good deal.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
It was a pleasure speaking to you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.